everyone, welcome to Startup Grind Chapter Khada, and today is a great honor for us that a very wonderful personality belongs to education department, working since 15 years on education, and now you can call him entrepreneur of education and lot more things. What's going on? So we will ask him, and let's welcome Mr. Faheem Naqvi.
Thank you. Thanks. Thank you.
Uh, First of all, thanks for giving your nice time for Startup Grind.
My pleasure.
So, what would you like to say that whenever mostly people, when they start their own business or something, when they are starting for the earnings, so you are a speaker, trainer, why did you choose this category?
Why this field? It's a very interesting question. And thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to talk to many people who they are already entrepreneur. So basically, I am from education field. So I think that when someone opens a school, so their direct clients are not linked with that. I mean, parents are not their first client. Their first client are children. So we are telling principals and educators that you just have to think about your indirectly client, and that is your kids. So if you will give them a proper guidance, so as I told you in the workshop that the first 12 years are very important to develop these kind of skills in children. So I think education is the key concept for any business. In education sector, you can make businessman, you can make lawyer, you can make educationist, you can make. So I think it's a route. So that's why. Otherwise, my field was, I have done my MBA, business and finance, but I am doing this field because it was my passion. So I think if you want to do any work, first passion comes first. So that's why I chose this field.
As you know, this platform is for the young entrepreneurs who want to be entrepreneur in the future. So this thing is very important for, as you also know, and mostly in many talks, I heard about you that you're using this thing a lot, that storytelling is the very powerful element to tell something. So today we would like to ask you the story of you for these young entrepreneurs, so they can make you icon, or they can learn from you. So in short, how can you describe your successful story?
It's a very tricky question. Basically, I think the first 12 or 13 years are very important. So what I am telling to my kid, I mean, he is now 11 years old, and I am asking him to sell your old bicycle, because if you want to have a new one, then first you have to sell that one. So he's very good in electronics, he's very good in gadgets. So I'm using the same potential. I'm not saying him that you divert your attention towards anything else, but you have to do whatever you like. So I think first of all we need to understand this fact that passion is, as I told you before, that passion is everything, and love of work is very important. If we want to make our children successful, so it's very important that in early age we develop these skills in children. As we all know that 12 years are very important for kids. So I think from 7 to 12 years, we have to give them concept that how they can think creatively, how can they think critically, and the most important thing is self-honor, self-esteem. So I think first we need to teach them life skills, that how to solve the problem. So if we will be successful in this, so inshallah our children will be very good in every aspect of life.
That is a part of our department, but I'm asking the story of your own life, not for any brand, because now you are the managing director of a company. How the journey started, and how did you become this type of professional, and how now, because the youngsters they are looking at you, they want to be like you. So how would you tell your own story, practical, real life story?
Okay, sure. I have started working when I was 17 years old. Now I am 35 years old, and I have been working. I'm in field last from 17 to 18 years. I have started my journey, my career from Lahore. So it was my passion to give volunteer education. So when I was in first year, I have started working, and my passion was to serve the community. So when I got this opportunity to work in education field, so I have just chosen one field, and then I made myself, you can say, a very confident person. So I think if I am from Lahore, I have been spending 17 years in different other cities also. But while living in Lahore, I'm just spending 4 to 5 to 6 days in Lahore, and all the time I'm in traveling. So if we want to be successful in any field, so first we need to learn at least 3 to 4 years. We need a hard time to spend, then we get something. So my first 5 to 6 years were so, you can say, they were so difficult, but my passion was that I have to go everywhere and I have to prove myself. So I think from the early age we need to develop this skill in children, that love your work. Love of work is the most important thing. Because when parents are saying something to children, they're saying, if you will do this, so I will get a bicycle for you, and if you will not do this, I will punish you. So punishment and greed, these are basically the killer of your own passion. So I think we need to work because we have to love our work.
So, as you're saying that some hurdles, mostly whenever a youngster started his own business, and there's a lot of hurdles, just from, as you're saying, from the parents, but also from the society, their friends, their uncle and cousins and siblings. So how to overcome on all these hurdles?
First, you need to understand that all fingers are not same. Like, don't compare yourself with anyone. I mean, if someone is making problems for you, so you need to be focused on your own work. Like we have different society issues, especially in Pakistan. We have a very big problem that we compare ourselves with others. Our parents compare ourselves with their cousins. So I think you need to understand that you are very unique. You are very different. Your thoughts are very important. So you just have to focus on the things. Don't look here and there. You just focus on your work. So definitely you will have a lot of hurdles and problems, but focus on what you want. You just have to do that.
All right, good. As you are educationist and you know the things about IT, and especially the products of mobile phone, which is called, you can say, what would we call about the mobile products? Coding and robotics and other things, all the things.
Coding and different,
different categories.
Yeah.
But what would you like to suggest?
This is the most important question that you are asking me. In coming 10 to 12 years, 70% jobs will be IT related. So I think we must have to choose information technology. We have to do many works, like we have to do freelancing. So 70% jobs are for sales, for online. So I will suggest that young entrepreneurs like this field, because we have a lot of potential and a lot of work there as a team. So I think IT is a very good field. Artificial intelligence is a very good field. So I think we must have to go on IT.
Entrepreneur, as you know, solving the problem of the society. What do you think? How much problems you solved till now?
Okay, see, when we have started our work, and we coin a very different idea that we don't need traditional education. We want to enhance. We want to develop quality education. So the main hurdle was again our system. We were following very traditional things in education field. So we faces a lot of trouble, but we were focused on our work. We have to give time to anything. Like now I am hiring a few different professionals. So I am asking them that at least you have to spend 2 to 3 years to expertise your thing. You have to expertise your thing. Then you will be very beneficial for the society. So hurdles are there in every field, but the problem is that the coming time is for IT, and it's very digital literacy time. So I think the things are becoming easy. At our time, it was very difficult. Now social media is there. You have a lot of websites. You have very different sections to tell anything. But in our time, when we started our work 10 to 12 years back, it was very difficult. But I think now it's very easy to sell anything you want because of this social media.
So you think that you solved this issue, that the education system, which
Yeah.
was in different schools or on the ground levels of the society, which we can say the village areas. So what you exactly did, that you solved the education system and you solved the problem of teachers
And parents as well.
yes, and parents as well, so it's really good to have you here. But the thing for our youngsters, which I was going to just to focus on that side, that is the mobile applications. Are is it possible, and how is it possible that these students, as you also know that what the results are coming, we are not making just like why we are not making iPhones, why we are not making smartphones. So is there any possibility that we can educate the new youth about this, the children's? We can start it from the early stages or after teen years age or something. Is it good or not? I'm not perfect. I just want to ask you, is it possible that you can play a role to make Pakistan's own smartphone by these students?
Yeah, I think the audience whom I am talking this time, first we need to find out our own potential, that in what things we are good and what are our strength and what are our weakness. First you need to understand that what is basically your mind, and you have to do that you love to do. So in last 15 years what I learned, that education is the only source to make people innovative. In early age we have to start our properly counseling. I think the main problem in Pakistan that we are not getting proper career counseling sessions from some experts. So we are not aware that after metric class which kind of field we have to select. So now the coming time is for STEAM education. So we have to focus on science, technology, engineering, arts and maths. This is the most important thing. So young entrepreneurs, you just have to remember this thing, that STEAM is a very new field. So we have to think about it, that if we are good in science, then you have to select the same field. So this is a very important thing.
It's amazing. Just adding more on it, that this platform is in 630 cities, and right now 630 cities are just getting some very good potential from your side. So as you working mostly, I think you are expert in pre and
Primary education is
yeah, pre and primary
12,
education.
first 12 years.
And you have a strong relation with the kid.
Yeah.
So a big problem in all over the society, not only in Pakistan, it's a global issue which we have to take a look on that, and that is usage of mobile phone in the hands of kids. So there's a lot of technologies, this is okay or this is not, for the behavior of the kid and for the good, we can say that their future or something. How would you like to conclude all these things by using mobile phone by a kid? Is it helpful? Is it healthy? Is it not? What?
Okay. The first thing we need to understand, that first we have to limit our screen time, and this is the whole responsibility of parents, so they can make a proper timetable for their kids. But I think information technology and these gadgets are the future of our kids. So it's not a good thing that we just spare our kids from this technology. We just have to limit the time. So if your children is taking interest in playing game, so you have to shift their diversion. Tell them that how to do coding in mobile phone. And here I would like to mention one website for young entrepreneurs, and the website name is code.org. You just go there. It's an American website. You just go there and make your own ID. So from that platform, you will be able to learn that how to make mobile apps and how to make the different websites. So we need to understand that online learning is a very economical way to learn something. So I think we just have to limit screen time, but it's not a good idea to spare our kids and ask them not to use this technology, because it's their time now. So I think they will get a lot of good benefit from this.
Hope the answer is there, and now it's very healthy discussion today, I think so. But you have to tell us in the comments is that so the final and the last things over to you. What would you like to say? Do you have any kind of message to the world?
Okay. My message to the world, and especially for a young entrepreneur or for our youth, that the world is very beautiful. So we need to love everyone. We need collaborative work. So we need to learn things from each other. So I think this collaboration and this teamwork will make our world it's a very better place. So thank you so much. It's my just message for you.
Thank you so much, dear Faheem Naqvi, and we are so much thankful to you from the startup brand community that you are here from a very long Lahore. But Lahore is not so much far away because everyone knows the Google and they can check out the locations.
Yeah.
But the thing is priority of the time that you give us the time, and that's the precious thing you are giving us. So guys, thank you so much to be with us and hope to see you soon with the next personality. And we are trying our level best to introduce you with the more successful persons of our society who can make a change to become entrepreneur. So let's solve the problems of your area and shake a hand with us, with our community. Till that time, till the next personality, I would like to say you all bye-bye. Take care.